There was something off about the house, Sarah knew it the moment she moved in. It wasn't just the creaky floors or the way the lights flickered at odd hours. It was the room at the end of the hall, the only door that wouldn't open. "It's probably just a storage closet," her landlord had said with a dismissive wave. But the key he gave her didn't fit the lock, and the landlord avoided eye contact when she pressed further. A week went by, and Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that someone, or something, was behind that door. At night, she swore she heard faint whispers, like the rustling of leaves on a quiet night. Once, she thought she saw shadows moving under the door, but when she leaned closer, the house fell silent. One evening, as rain lashed against the windows and thunder growled in the distance, Sarah decided she had to know. Armed with a flashlight and a crowbar, she approached the door. The air around it felt colder, and the whispering grew louder as she got closer. Crowbar groaned as she pried at the frame. Finally, the lock gave with a sharp crack, and the door swung inward. Her flashlight beam cut through the darkness, revealing nothing. The room was empty, save for a large mirror propped against the far wall. The mirror was old, its gilded frame tarnished and its surface cloudy. But when Sarah stepped closer, she saw something strange. Her reflection wasn't mimicking her movements. Instead, it stood still, staring at her with wide, fearful eyes. "Help me," it mouthed. Sarah stumbled back, nearly dropping the flashlight. Her reflection pressed its hands against the inside of the glass, as if it were trying to break free. She turned to run, but the door slammed shut behind her, the force rattling the walls. "Don't leave," a voice whispered, echoing all around her. Heart pounding, Sarah turned back to the mirror. Her reflection was gone. In its place was a dark figure, featureless, but for its glowing red eyes. It reached toward her from the other side of the glass, its long fingers pressing against the barrier as if testing its strength. The whispers grew louder, now a cacophony of voices, pleading, warning, threatening. Sarah pounded on the door, screaming for help, but no one came. The mirror began to crack, spiderweb fractures spreading across its surface. The figure smiled, a sharp, predatory grin, and lunged. With a deafening shatter, the mirror exploded, and darkness consumed the room. The next morning, the landlord arrived to check on Sarah after receiving complaints of noise from the neighbors. He found the door at the end of the hall ajar. Inside, the room was empty, save for the broken mirror on the floor. And in the mirror's largest shard, Sarah